Hello and welcome back to your own channel Indian Defense Analysis, where we bring to you all the latest development happening in the defense sector.
Post the reporting of conflict between Indian and Chinese armed forces in Yangtze, we have observed that Indian Army and Air Force have ramped up their surveillance using RPAs, satellites, AWACS and fighter jets. The Indian Navy's MQ-9A and PAI are also monitoring and patrolling around the LSE. This is, however, not the first time. In 2020, after the Galwan Valley clash, Indian Navy has used MQ-9 RPA and PAI for surveillance in Himalayas. On November 22, 2022, the two MQ-9A of Indian Navy have been reported to complete its 10,000 flight hour in exactly 2 years and have helped Indian Navy to cover over 14 million square miles of operating area. Even though these RPAs seems to be costly acquisition, but their long range of operation makes their operational cost much lesser when compared to other aerial assets. Now recently, the Chief of Naval Staff, Admiral R. Kumar, told India Strategic in an interview that the case for 30 MQ-9B HALE RPAs is ready in all aspects and would be fielded for a code of acceptance of necessity very shortly. This is the first time that a service chief has gone on record to say about the acceptance of necessity of these RPAs. The Navy chief also said that US government has agreed on collaboration with India's DRDO towards developing indigenous high-altitude long-endurance HALE RPAs in India and also to set up a maintenance, repair and overhaul MRO facility for SeaGuardians in India. Besides, the MRO would be SeaGuardian Global Sustainment SGSH hub, where this system from any country could be serviced. Now the next update is about the anti-submarine warfare shallow water craft. MOD had signed the contract for constructing 16 of these shallow water crafts at a cost of Rs 13,440 crore. CSL and GRSE, each of them will be constructing 8 such vessels. The warship has been designed for a speed of 25 knots and capable of full-scale subsurface surveillance of coastal waters and coordinated anti-submarine warfare operations with aircraft. It is equipped with sophisticated sonar equipment, including a hull-mounted HMS and towed low-frequency variable depth sonar for detecting and intercepting hostile submarines. These vessels are not only capable of detecting and intercepting hostile submarines, but also can detect the mines laid by submarines and midget submarines. The vessels will be armed by one RBU-6000 anti-submarine rocket launcher, 6 lightweight anti-submarine warfare torpedo, and anti-submarine mines launched from mine-laying rails. It will feature 30 mm naval gun to 12.7 mm M2 stabilized remote control gun. The construction of this vessel was commenced by CSL on 1st December 2020 by initiating the steel cutting. On 16th December 2022, the steel cutting of 8th and last of this vessel was carried out by CSL. At the same time, on 31st December 2020, GRSE initiated the construction of its first anti-submarine warfare shallow water craft. Again, on 20th December, GRSE will launch the first anti-submarine warfare shallow water craft, which is expected to be commissioned by the year 2023. Next, we'll talk about the Indian Navy's 15B class destroyer. So we all know that Indian Navy is all set to commission INS Mormugao, a 15B stealth guided missile destroyer and second of the 4 Visakhapatnam class destroyer on 18th December 2022. It is the one of the 2 most powerful majestic warship ever built in India, having a displacement of 7,400 tons. The warship features 32 Barak 8 missile, 16 BrahMos surface-to-surface missile, 4 533 mm torpedo launcher tube by L&T, 2 RBU-6000 anti-submarine rocket launchers by L&T, and 1 76 mm super rapid gun mount by BHEL Haridwar. It will also feature 4 AK-630M for close-in weapon system, and 2 OFT built 12.7 mm M2 stabilized remote controlled gun. With a clear focus on the indigenization and self-reliance, 42 of the 44 warship and submarines which is under construction for Indian Navy are being built in Indian shipyards. In addition, the acceptance of necessity has been accorded for additional 55 ships and submarines which will be constructed completely by the Indian shipyards. For your information, the AoN is the formal and the first step for any defense project.
This was today's update. Please let us know your views on this in comment section. If you like the video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. With this, I would like to say goodbye and Jai Hind. We'll soon back with more interesting and amazing development happening in the defense sector.